All right, welcome back, everyone. I'm testing a list that should be pretty familiar for anybody who's followed me. It's what I deem as the sacrificer list. Um, Namely, I'm playing the full complement of two drops. What I consider the premium two drops: Water the Reliquary and Fiend Artisan. The big difference here is I'm playing the main deck Collector Oof and the four Endurance in the main deck again because I think I want to increase the chances of me stealing game one against combo. I don't think the Thoughtseize is enough by itself because of two reasons. One, uh, Thoughtseize against certain decks, you sort of have to play turn one, and you're not always afforded the luxury. Or if you do, it will slow you down enough tempo wise. Because like if you do play a turn one, then you put yourself at risk losing against some fair decks because you fall behind tempo wise. In addition to that, the Oculus top end has been really good. I haven't played in the last few days due to illness, or is that not illness? My mistake. That was the previous stream, but um, due to being really tired just from uh, IRL stuff that I have to take care of around the house. The sideboard is just laundry list of some of the best, in my opinion, interaction for the deck. So just a bunch of free spells, two lane on the void that are hard to play around, three force of vigor, four snuff out, four Thoughtseize as well rounded disruption, and then just my silver bullets here. I've never played with Doorkeeper Thrall. Maybe I played it once. I don't remember for initiative, but um, I think it probably has some text in the current metagame. It is good against Atraxa decks. It is good against Oracle decks. So just wanted to give it a shot. Now, being off color is a little bit of an issue, but hopefully between our seven white producing dorks, that won't be a problem. Without further ado, here we go. Also, the last time. Oh, thank you for the subscription. 51 months is just kind of nuts. Uh, Thassa's Oracle is the one big one. It stops Flesh Raker triggers. It stops the One Ring and trigger. Um, Ironically enough, it stops Mole in the mirror. Not that that's a big deal, but stops that. Really, to be honest, like maybe it's not good enough. I think I only tried it like really once against like back when White Plume Adventure was really strong. To stop the ETBs. I'm sure it's like really good against DNT if you get it to stick. Now they do have four swords, the plowshares, and potentially other removal out of the sideboard, but I would imagine it's really good against that kind of deck. The creature based decks, um, DNT, goblins. Goblin's not really popular, but DNT, is a usually a big threat at bigger events. Usually the better pilots are game there. What else? Decent against energy. Um, it is. It is for sure. It does stop our own attraction, which is the one nombo, but does stop our endurance. The only thing is, if we are enduranceing, I have to imagine that, uh, if we have it in place, probably pretty good, where it can offset the endurance. Now, stopping our own attractions is kind of a big deal too. I will, you know, concede that. Yeah, I'm sure I'll forget. It does stop artifact triggers too, like which is relevant for besides the one ring, but what is called flash raker triggers. It does stop welder too, like things like that. Which may be popular in the next week. Shout out to DC for the sub. By the way, just probably my most loyal sub at this point. Here are my socials for those curious. Yeah, Painter got a few different tools for this coming set. Cradle, I didn't really look that carefully. I don't think we got anything to be honest. There was like one card that was I thought interesting, but it's if I were to guess, like you made me bet, it's probably not good enough. Any guess is what that card that I like am even I wouldn't say looking is the right word. I just like not getting my hopes up for the kind of card, but it's like interesting at least. I think it's too slow. There's a hint. There was one card that I like paused and I was like, probably not worth it. It's I'm assuming probably bad. That probably makes it harder to guess, but I'm gonna assume it's not good. The card is the diabolic tutor that if you can potentially cast for 2 mana. Nope, not gonna fly here. I don't think that's good enough for what's worth. Hope all is well, decent. Hope all is well. Sorry if my list has not been fruit for you lately. Um, like I said, I took a few days off just because I've been exhausted. So actually was accountability just taking tonight off too. I was just tired enough, but I didn't want to go like 3 nights in a row and just like have not made any progress on the deck, or at least not even any testing. Forget progress. Um, but all divination from one of this. I kind of expect the same. Yeah, I suspect it's not good enough for what it's worth. Hence why I'm not like too excited about it. I have never. I don't think I've even brought it up anywhere yet. It's like caught my eye and it's like I'm just imagining how it play out. It's like probably not gonna work. What was I gonna say? Speaking of Mike, it was nice to see him this week. So I led with with white because I want to unlock my mana. Even though I have 2 copies of Fiend Artisan. I missed 1 point of damage, but I'm not really concerned about that. It's like pretty annoying. Um, I think here like I'm weak to Wasteland already, so might as well. Yeah, so going a full set without an addition means your whole deck goes down a full tier, right? Like now to offset that a little bit, we do have the addition of Oculus, which I think is the real deal. Um, we also have the addition of Bossing Say. I know not everybody's playing it, which I'm sure there's different reasons why. I would guess either one they haven't tried it. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. They even haven't tried it, or what was I gonna say? Fetch here. Or they just don't have the mana base to support it because they're playing Wasteland. This one, yeah, I think not much is going on here. I think we play. It's actually kind of interesting too because we have 2 black sources. I think it's actually noble here. In case we draw the Oculus or like attracts us castable. I don't like the bog because I want to threaten. I want to threaten Oculus, and if they want to tap out for Murktide, I don't think I care. Which is F6. They want to kill our Dork, they can kill our Dork. They want to like, yeah, Bowmasters here. They can, I guess. I'm not. At some point, we're gonna stick a Dork, and that should hopefully turn into a Wide of the Reliquary or an Oculus. The the nightmare scenario. Ugh. The nightmare scenarios for their. Oh man. They what is it? It's pretty annoying. They return the Orcish Bowmasters. That would be reason not to attack with a Fiend Artisan there. So slight misplay by me. Um, for the most part, I don't think it's gonna matter. Hey Ramon, how's it going? So I probably should not have attacked her. I like got punished. Like I even had it on my mind that they could have Kaido, but I want to get the damage in. So you like weigh that, you know, you weigh that trade off, right? Smells like a Murktide here. Oh, I'm getting punished for here. Well, sort of. Like that punishes me for not playing a land because I would have a creature already. Well, I guess not. They could just kill it, right? I think we're just dead here. Yeah, we are. I'm not sure it would have mattered. Yeah, I just mentioned this card's nuts. I don't know why nobody plays it. Like, except for the fact that they probably just haven't tried it. We're probably just dead regardless. We just fell behind, just couldn't get catch up. I don't think we even like. I don't even think we changed anything here. Uh, yeah, I think I'm probably like one of the only person playing it that in Cradle. I think it's very good, but your mana base might not be able to support it for what it's worth, more Mario. You're playing Wasteland. Uh, maybe I think I like Thoughtseize here. 7 endurance. I don't have enough cards, but I'm not like really too concerned about mapping at the moment. I just want to see if I'm playing the best cards. How have you been doing on your leagues, Mario, with Cradle? That you needed a reset. I mean, that could be good or bad, right? Okay, there you go. Still liking Badger Mole Cub. That card is awesome. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's not better. I think it's better than not playing it at all. I just think a dork is better. That's all. Long story short, I like the consistency. Land, I guess. I think ideally here, I just go like turn two Thoughtseize, Wild Reliquary. Like, if you don't have an answer, you lose. We were on the play last game. Oh, we lost. We lost. They probably take the Wild Reliquary Green Sun. I don't hate it. I just think the other card's better. That's all. Or maybe more consistent is what I Thoughtseize. All right. Incoming sweeper maybe on their half. Why would they take a Thoughtseize? That makes like little sense to me. I like where this is going already. I have permanent five permanents. They have one. I think so too. But honestly, if they're gonna try Deluge with Wild Reliquary out, I think they lost the game. Like I think it's over. I think we won. Mm, we'll pass. The fact that they didn't kill a dork is like kind of crazy, right? Like I don't want to run into a Bowmasters here. Just pass. Smells like Daily. Like why else would they take a Thoughtseize? This is like there's no other logical answer. It probably was a free attack. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm prepared to have a Deluge come here. Sure. Oh, that with Deluge is actually really awkward. Like we're getting punished now for not we're getting punished now for not playing the Fiend Artisan because they would did that. I have to play extra conservative because it smells like um Deluge. I think like I'm my assumption here is they have Deluge, but we'll see. All right, they got that out of the. Like our hand is not able to play around it, unfortunately, unless we draw natural order. God dang, like deluge with threats that are bigger than it is a problem for us right now. I think they have it, but I don't think I have a choice because I'm starting to fall behind. They force that, then maybe they don't have it. Let's play that. I think we're gonna eat it here though. And they even have the wasteland for the Boston say. So like there's no counterplay here. I think they have it, but I don't think we have a choice. At least here it kills the Murktide too. I can't imagine they don't deluge here. Like with the Fiend Artisan waiting to get to untap. Like if they don't do it here, they don't have it. Like straight up. I think they have to do it here. Yeah, see there it is. Oh, it's so sloppy. Like, what if I fetch into Mortuary here? They just lose the game. So sloppy from our opponent. It's like nothing we can do. Like, they had the right set of cards that beats our counterplay against Deluge because they're like I wanted them to run out Deluge on 3 and they didn't. And they just played another threat that we just otherwise we just fall behind on board, right? And we just never drew the natural order of the Thoughtseize. Just it's a yeah, just kind of brutal sequencing there. Like they Thoughtseize our Thoughtseize, and we don't draw another one, and then they have the creature to back up the Deluge. So we it's not like we can slowly grind them to the ground with Bossing Say. I think more than anything else, like I think we just take it. I think more than anything else here, like it is what it is. We, if they have the right sequence of cards that beats us there, then so be it. Like they had literally every counterplay for our anticipation of Deluge. It's not. I don't think people care about my version anymore, so like I don't even bother. Like I don't expect anybody besides maybe Decent or and Upa to play my list anyways. So there's real no reason for me to update my list. They mill, so they got a Bargoth back, right? Or did they not get it back? I'm confused. Why did they not get a Bargoth back? I think I just let that go. Okay, I don't get what is the point of that. Why don't you just do that beforehand? Doesn't make any sense. Gak would have helped there for sure. I mean, to be fair, like literally, they had every counter to mine. I think I win that game under most circumstances for what it's worth. Like the wasteland to line up against my thing, the creature because because they only have like four creatures in the deck, and they happen to have it against me too. Like in addition to the deluge. Doesn't matter. All right, we're just dead. Like I have put it out there for many times. I will money match anybody on Demir, and I think I will win. Like it's an open invitation that nobody has accepted, and I mean you do lose some. Like I don't think there's anything really we could have done about those games where their exact hands lined up against our exact hands. So I mean that's magic, right? It does happen, but yeah, there is an open invitation. Also with 22 lands, I'm gonna flood a lot. One of my pet peeves is I run a conservative mana base, and I always seem to be punished for it because I flood, and then the people running what I think is a bad mana base somehow never lose because of it. So it's very interesting to me, but neither here nor there. Okay, this is like a sketch keep, but we'll see. Sorry if I'm complaining too much. It's just maybe it's just long week. We're probably screwed given the deck they're on. I don't think we're winning this game. This match potentially. They can do it to this if they want. I don't think I care. They can have the stone ring if they want. How funny. How funny. Yeah, Gak is definitely the tech. I cut it because of Oculus, but it does make your Demir matchup easier. I have to be careful of that 1/3 drop. I forgot what it's called. That like stifles your activation abilities. Is it worth it to do it here or take the damage? I guess the damage doesn't matter much. I think I want to attract a. Well, I could collect it and just like maybe that's greedy. I don't know. Do they have enough to kill this three, four, five, six, seven? I guess they can kill everything if they do Karn Silex. Maybe it's just better to like. I have the Sylvan Safekeeper out too, unless they flute here. We are in big trouble. It's probably greedy to go attracts it here. Or just pass. But the odds are gonna have another flute. There was a chance we can get attracts it, and then we just like if they activate Karn Silex, we just phase out the attraction. But then I think they just kill everything next turn. I'm almost certain they have like a way out or like sure. Oh. Let's do that. Mm, let's just do it again, I guess. Mm, that's gone now, so might as well cycle that for something relevant. This is like insane against us, and we're playing against this deck. I don't think we're winning this match. Like this is obscene against us, and maybe it's just not my night. I might just call it a stream. Maybe just hosed. It feels like they're pre-boarded against us with the tie binder. The good thing I guess is I don't really expect to play against the deck. I don't think it's a real deck. Or let me rephrase that. I don't think it's a major player at the moment. Like if people want to play planar nexus against us, we'll just concede. What is going on? They could have activated. I don't know why they did not. Oh, was supposed to. I was supposed to play the endurance, but I don't think it's gonna matter. We're pretty behind. This is my fear too. Like sometimes I have no choice. I don't. I really lament playing a league and especially streaming when there's a challenge going on because usually the people who don't or can't compete in the challenges play in leagues at this time, and unfortunately, I catch those players. Let's concede. We're way behind. Maybe I'm supposed to. I think the one takeaway was maybe we're supposed to go for the natural order there because we're such a big dog in this match in the game one. This is good against the ring versions, but not as good against this version, unfortunately. The thing is that Tashat, the tie binder is it ETBs and it hits us, our thing already, so like they already get value. Oh, Thrall is probably really good against them. Archon, I guess it stops their land. Like that's kind of relevant. Talon Gate's probably not relevant. Force, I don't think so. White, I wonder if Force is better than White. I think the threat I'd rather have. Something that oh I forgot. I want the bossing say to come in untapped, so I have to play the birds so I can turn on Thoughtseize next turn. I don't expect to win this matchup. The deck is not built to beat this deck. We have just assumed that these decks won't be competitive anymore, and as a result, just like if we pair into it, we pair into it and lose. Stifle. Like I said, it feels like they're pre-boarded against us. Um, I think we take the dismember. Mind break trap. I wonder if we even give them the value here. Probably not. Probably not. So they can play flute after the fact. So if we green some of our creatures, probably not going anywhere. We could like the. mm, The problem is the flute, right? Like whatever we get, they're gonna flute. I guess we want our opponent to flute. I guess we can get the collective, but it doesn't stop anything in their hand right now. We just get the white and hope. Yeah, we'll get the white. Play this. Oops. And then don't walk into their mind break trap. Sure, I don't really care. I purposely got the white because I actually want to resolve a Fiend Artisan down the road. Yeah. So they, it was enough to bait out the flute because I actually don't care about this. And I didn't want to get a collective on a hand of theirs that just doesn't matter. Shoot, that's 4 mana. We can stifle our fetch, but if they stifle our fetch, I think that we're happy with that because ideally we want to draw a Fiend Artisan. We're gonna bait out the fetch here, the stifle. That is something. The funny thing is, like, yeah, actually, that is something. Question is, did they miss their land drop? We don't know. It's gonna be a bad league for us. I'm pretty sure. That mind retract is oddly enough annoying. Ugh, they can do it next turn. Two, four, five, six. Actually, yeah, they can do it next turn. We don't have anything for this matchup. I cut the Magnus. Like I said, I don't. My odds are like we're not gonna face this in the winners bracket, so and it's gonna eat us right now. Oop. Okay, we cost ourselves 2 points of damage. I don't think it wouldn't matter. I think we lost anyways. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We're probably just dead here. Actually, no. I think we might have cost ourselves the game because they would be a 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, I guess. Or not. Never mind. 5. It should be at 3. So I think that we might have just like thrown ourselves the game by doing that. Yeah, I think so. They gain 3 life right here. Go to 8. That puts us out of range. They add mana. Interesting. Like we have no way of interacting with this. One of the problems with this deck. Probably an ensnaring bridge right here. An EE. Funny. That 2 life is literally cost us the game. Our opponent misplayed too. Because the most we can get is them down to 1. If we get a guy's cradle, we can't take that line anymore because bummer. Yeah, see, they're dead with this draw. Right? We tap it differently. We draw this, and then that's enough. Oh, actually, I should not play that. We we tap wrong slash misclick that one turn. It's causing us the game here. Probably not the best idea to stream too after a few days away. That's the thing about this deck too. I think like people can't pick it up because it's like very punishing. And I play poorly, so it's on me. But fetch or some nonsense. Sure. I don't think my opponent has played particularly well too, which is not good for us. Like it shows how lopsided this matchup is. We can concede now. We're not winning this game. We had our chance, and then we blew it because we tapped wrong that one turn. It cost us 2 points of damage. Live and learn. I apologize. I'm probably very critical of myself, and I just hate making mistakes. And like probably I've been told I'm a little too hard on myself. Sorry for being Debbie Downer. For me, it's like if you want to call it pride thing. I really wanted to play clean, and I did not play clean there, and it got like heavily punished. All right, let's see. Let's stream not going as planned. Just not. Maybe I just need to stop trying to stream. Maybe I'm just washed. Like I need to stream on ideal conditions, right? Like non-challenge days that start at 8 p.m. So not Saturday, and ideally not if I haven't played in a few days. But then again, maybe this is just better for everyone because it's a better learning tool. I will say that, right? So people can learn from my mistakes. All right, let's try to redeem ourselves. Oh, I'm in a better mood now. My opponent says, "Bro, we have never met, but I love your stuff." So I mean that definitely brightened up my day or my night. Again, I'm try to reverse course in terms of my mood here. Play a little bit better, and hopefully salvage this stream slash league. I don't think we've. The unfortunate part is I don't think we've learned anything yet. Ooh, mirror? Maybe it's the mirror match, which would make me sad that I cut the opposition agent, but maybe it's okay. The card that I actually wish we had access to, but maybe Legacy's happier that it's no longer allowed is Grief because we have the 8 black creatures main deck now alongside Atraxa and everyone potentially Grist. There's that Wasteland. Grist. Okay. Are they gonna minus? They're gonna plus. All right, sure. Wow, they even hit the Spring Heart. So we're probably not winning this game. We are like very disadvantaged in the mirror based on the way I build the deck, and I knew this would happen. Like every time I like ignore the mirror, I pair into it. I let's see. That was a mistake on my behalf. I should not have fetched. I need a my way to winning this game because they have a Gris out is probably with an protected Atraxa. I don't think I can win if Atraxa gets killed. I think that's my only route to victory game one in the mirror. Ooh, the white targeting the thing is kind of annoying. I think we do it now. I just like hope to reload. There's really no point of waiting. Cradle. Once upon a time. Probably a dork to be honest. Actually, the hierarch. Like I said, I our path to victory is like very slim game one in the mirror. Um, and it involves an protected attraction, and they have to just like not grab natural order at any point. But I don't care about the mirror in general. Like my record in the mirror has usually been pretty good. Even though I built the way to pretty much auto lose game one. Um, Op agent in the sideboard helps, but we don't have it tonight. So it's probably going to be uphill battle if my opponent is familiar with the list. Also, like I'm trying to put not to put too much stock on leagues because I see a lot of people who do well in leagues and then they don't do well in challenges. I rather sacrifice leagues and then do well in the showcase. I did not play the most recent one because I forgot what I had that day. I think I was like busy with work or something. Not work, sorry, family stuff. So they should have wasted me first because they did not. Like I was able to shroud that track there, and then now I'm gonna take out the Grizz. There's a there's a pathway to us winning, but it's still very slim because if at any point they draw Green Sun or Natural, we lose. Oh my god. Oh my god. I clicked through it. I don't think it would have mattered because they're in 19. Actually, oh my god. I threw this game. Oh my god. My opponent also made a pretty big mistake, but not that it would have mattered. I'm supposed to play double dork there into Once Upon a Time and to find another dork, hopefully. But like my whole line is like all screwed up now. Like we have to take a different line because of my insolence. Like the line there was clearly, in my opinion, dork dork. Once upon a time, tries to find another dork, put them on a one turn clock, and instead we gave my opponent another turn, another 2 turns really. Oh my god, that's well. At least hope not to be like me. Be better than me. I like misclicked through that. If I'm my opponent, I would have just let that attack go through it, not talent gaze it. But if they have natural order, maybe it just doesn't matter. Looks like that's what they have. Or actually, they have a Trax, I think. Yeah, like we the way it's set up, we're gonna auto lose game one. And it's funny because right before the stream, I cut opposition agent from my main deck, but never play challenges. Sorry, never play leagues when there's a challenge going on. It's like one of the things I'm afraid of. What the heck is going on? That's gotta be Hoof, right? What in the world? That's hot. Not gonna lie. It's a 3 card combo though. Okay. Or a 2 card combo. So natural order is supposed to be a 1 card combo. Now they've made it a 2 card combo. Protean Hulk. Let's see, what's the combo? It's probably like Revel Arc or whatever. One of those things. I think this might be a sign for me to like call it a night. It's I should have known like it's a bad idea to stream when there's a challenge going on. What is going on? Am I missing something? Like, how am I not dead? What am I missing? Did they just like register Protein Hunk by accident? Like instead of Hoof? Like usually if you register that card, there's some kind of combo going on. I don't know. I'm like thoroughly confused now. That doesn't seem right to me. Like if you have Protean Hulk in play, you should be winning the game. So I'm like very confused. Like when I say winning the game, I mean not virtual win, but what's the word I'm looking for? Actual win. Or there's a phrase. What was the phrase I'm looking for? Not predictive, but what is going on? I'm like very confused. I am very confused. Put me out of my misery, please. Why are they playing Protein Hulk alongside Hoof? Now I'm extremely confused. It's like 100 damage. I don't know. I'm very confused. Like that was harder than it needed to be. Probably misclick on the thing. Understandable, but why is Protein Hulk in the deck? Is all I'm asking. Thrall is probably pretty relevant for the deck with all ETBs. No bog, I don't think. Actually, yeah, no bog. I'm gonna board out. Probably. Actually, how am I boarding? I don't remember. Probably need this in for for clock. Talon gates. Sure, I guess. what are we gonna do? I'm gonna fetch basic. Yeah, I think so. I don't have a snuff out, so it doesn't matter. Probably the. Oof. Yeah, probably. Well, let me think about that. Yeah, probably the Fiend Artisan. Is that another dork? I feel like dork. Not super ideal. I think it's dismember. Oh my god. Super punished. Well, sort of. I think we got birds. If they strip the natural order, I can play a thrall. Otherwise, I have some other options. Sure. It's not bad. Ugh, I can't take their thought seizes. Uh, I guess I take their white. They're gonna strip my natural order. There's nothing I can do about that. We do have the Fiend Artisan on board, which can sneak in and attracts it later. Yeah, see, they're probably gonna seize and then they have to seize again. This is a scenario where the first mole is actually helpful because you wanna. Well, I guess maybe that's not true. I guess I'm gonna get a white anyways. I would imagine their seize here is gonna take a thrall. There's a chance like they don't have anything relevant in the green sun for 1/4. They probably just seize here, so I don't have extra creature. I mean, I if I'm in their shoes, I would, right? Because this like shuts off their whole deck. They probably want to save this for a grist. This is my guess, and then kill the Fiend Artisan. Did I mulligan? I did not. Okay, there's the Thoughtseize. A land here off the top would be good. Unfortunately, not to be. If the Once Upon a Time hits there, I get the Oculus, but if it misses, I'm probably pretty behind. So I want to get another board on the board. Like they probably get Gris. I imagine they kept it in. It's a little slow here, but don't tell me they top deck natural order. It's gotta be Gris. I don't see anything else it could be. I guess it could be Raminat. That's like not far fetched. What do they have? They have one card left. Do I like discard it now? I feel like whatever they have left is probably not relevant. They have to block. All right, they're just dead then. I don't think they realize we have lethal. We didn't have talent gates there. Ironically enough, relevant. So kind of a awkward game there. Do we want to change anything? I don't think so. The Phenars and not Phenars. The Wild Reliquer was like relevant there. I'm not after seeing what I saw there. I'm not sure Safekeeper is worth it when we don't have agent to protect. Throw is okay, but it's not great. I think we just do this. I feel like this is the type of hand I keep and I probably lose. It does have the second best card maybe in this matchup, or the first or second best card in this matchup, and maybe they keep like Thoughtsei's hand. We're on the draw though, and we don't have Phenars and or any disruption. I don't think we can mull to Thoughtseize or Snuff Out. So we're just gonna keep it and hope they kept a discard hand. It does top deck pretty well, for whatever that's worth. We're just hoping they kept a non-natural order hand. If they kept natural order, we probably lose. That helps. We do top deck very well, like I said. Our cards on average will be better than theirs because we're playing Snuff Outs. We hope they have a reactive hand. Ooh, Cardinal Sin playing this card. Cardinal Sin. Oh, that's just they're so far behind. Yeah, that is yuck. All right, we're winning this race because of Snuff Out now, and because they're playing tap lands. It is beyond bad in my opinion. I don't know how people play this card and not lose games because of it, or maybe they lose games that just don't even realize it. It is beyond bad in my opinion. like turn two do nothing, that is game losing. In a guy's Cradle deck. Like they were on the plane, and it feels like they're so far behind now because they just did nothing on their turn two. Like I bet you one of their cards is Mole. Yeah, there it is. And they couldn't cast it because it's a two drop one. It's a 2 mana 1 drop that they can't cast off their tab land. Sure. I guess that makes 4 mana right now. 3 mana. Why did they keep this in? What the heck is going on? Snuff out land hierarch. Question here is like, do I attack? Probably. They did only because of a cradle though, for what it's worth. I think we have to kill this because this makes like 4 mana, right? One, two, three. Yeah, it makes 4 mana, right? Because it makes one to cradle, makes one to the other two doors, so 3 mana. Attracts them. Why are they playing that card? Seems very bad. Sure. Although that is a card I've never beaten fair for what it's worth. Ugh. They have two arbors. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know the Talonese to phase out this land. That would be helpful otherwise. Yeah, the first wait. Well, not even right. First wasteland. I do it on upkeep. They stuff. It cuts them off Green Sun as an out. Ugh. I boarded out the safekeeper too. This is like bad or unfortunate boarding situation here. Double artisan? Yeah, might have to be. Might have to be. Let's see. What do I have here? Oh, oh, I can't even get this right now. Ugh, ugh. With a natural evolution would be good here. The thrall ensures I don't die. But yeah, maybe just double artisan. I think they might think I have hoof in the deck. They said GG. I mean, we're probably pretty ahead too, but like I guess this can dig out some mounts. I guess we don't have the safekeeper. Um, yeah, I guess double artisan just in case. They have to block here. I don't think Ice Tail does anything when you're behind, but I could. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they thought I trample. They can see it anyway. To be fair, I don't think the thrall to prevent me from dying to a random hoof is like pretty relevant. The natural doesn't get it, but the evolution does, so that's something to keep in mind. We have had a lackluster stream so far. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Um, uh, yes, I think. Um, I learned that we can still win the mirror even without op agent. So that's probably means we don't need to play op agent. I did realized too, based on the, I mean, I kind of knew this beforehand, but it kind of been reinforced. Based on the way we built this deck, I think Thrall means that it mostly is one sided. Like in the matchups where we want Thrall and Endurance, the only thing that comes to mind is like Doomsday. And if we have a Thrall out, I think we're probably winning. So we reinforced that. I think against the Demir player, we got into we got into a situation that was like really awkward where it was obvious our opponent had Deluge because they Thoughtseize our Thoughtseize. And then normally that's fine. Yeah, being a Traxa is like good too. The problem we ran into against the Demir player was they Thoughtseize our Thoughtseize, which is fine. We had active white, and then they played a Bargoyf, and then they played a Murktide. So I had to like commit more to the board. I couldn't like fall behind. And then they even had the wasteland for the bossing say, and then like not much we can do after that. But I'm not sure it would have even mattered because our hand was Fiend Artisan. If we play Fiend Artisan, they definitely play the Deluge. But then instead of playing Deluge on three, they play Bargorf on three, and then like maybe at that point I'm supposed to play the what's it called? Maybe at that point I'm supposed to play the Artisan. That's probably where the mistake was, to be honest. Yeah, 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 for sure. I think in hindsight, maybe that's the big thing, right? Like if they have another threat and I didn't play it out the way what am I supposed to do here? I want to land. No, I think I take a dork. I want to go turn to double dork if they kill my turn one dork. That's the logic. Yeah, you can play towards yeah, but then you have to have it naturally, right? Like getting it through Empit's kind of slow in my opinion. It has two for me for what it's worth. The thing, I think the real big mistake though was like I had active white and then they had telegraph deluge. I think the real misplay was then this is a must force if they have it. This is an absolute must force. Okay, they're digging for it. I think they're on Omnitel. So now that you mentioned and I'm replaying it back in my head, I think the real lesson is I'm supposed to commit the Phenars in the minute they play the Bargoyf because I need to force the Deluge out. And not allow them to do it. Like the fact that I tapped out, I think I misplayed and I because I guess I hadn't seen that line before where like it's Telegraph Deluge, they play Bargoyf, and then it's like, okay, now what do I do? Yeah, it is. I just didn't think about it in my head. And then I was like playing towards a bossing say line. Unfortunately, that is like disrupted by Wasteland. What is going on? I think they're on Omnitel. So I kind of regret getting the safekeeper, but it is what it is. Oh, I'm messed up. I'm supposed to like pitch this. That's Definitely butcher this. Pretty sure I'm supposed to pitch cast endurance, get the extra mana, so I can get a what's it called it? Actually, it maybe it doesn't matter. Actually, let me see. I want the extra mana. So the reason why I didn't pitch it to Water the Reliquary there is because I want to attack. Mm, the boss thing say is like pretty good on this board state. I think green sun, white probably. Do I have mana to do it all? I guess not. I have 4 mana available. I guess yeah, green sun's probably fine. Just get the extra exalted, I guess. Maybe I'm supposed to just get a collector oof here. That's +7, so they're on a 1 turn clock. I guess they would be on a 1 turn clock regardless. So I'm supposed to get collector oof there. Yeah, so misplay by me. Right, they're on a 1 turn clock regardless, so you get collector oof there to stop, you know, ring or whatever they have. I'm assuming this is Omnitel. We can survive an annihilator hit for what it's worth. So really, we're the only card that really scares us now is omniscience. Seeing red actually makes me feel a little bit better because they're less likely to be on like Omnitel and more likely to be Sneak and Show. But yeah, not getting that collect pedal might be the end of me there. But maybe it doesn't matter. We'll see. Sure. Sure. I think we got it, even with the annihilated it. Um, I wonder if it matters here. I guess that. So we know this dies. That's fine. And then we can set up bossing say next turn in case they have like a random simian spirit guide plus whatever. Like this is the insurance right here. Everyone in 12. Doesn't really matter. We almost, like I said, threw ourselves the game for no reason because we didn't play the Lotus Petal or the block it. Yeah, definitely for sure. Don't expect to beat show until game one, especially without Thoughtseize. But just like being proactive, I like Thoughtseize is like counter to that. Doorkeeper, I think I like here. We just trade a Traxxas event if necessary. Archon, I don't think so. Like maybe it does something. I don't know. Force of Vigor is probably pretty good. Thoughtseize is pretty good. I don't really like Oof. Um, I don't like Safekeeper either. We have two spots we can take out. I probably like can take out the Oculus. Feels slow because we're gonna always go for Thrall if we can't. I feel like I do that. Yeah, let's try it. Maybe Archon oof, instead of a Dork or something. This is a million. I don't think we can keep this because it doesn't do anything. Better, I guess. Actually, I feel like I need a threat. Right, Force of Vigor is just down a card. No, that can't be right. I feel like it's this. This gives me the most dimension. I'm like tempted to like force a vigor here, although it's like slim pickings if I do that. Ooh, okay, that makes my decision easier. It sort of feels like they're setting up for sneak attack, or sorry, not sneak attack, show and tell Emrakul or something like that. They have 3 cards left. I feel like taking them off of mana is like pretty relevant here, and I need a bridge time to this. I don't know if that's correct or not. But my gut feel is we don't have any pressure, and I need to hit their land or virtual land. If they had cage, they would have played it already. Decline to use. Interesting. I would have much have preferred. I would have much. Ooh, maybe they forced that. So you have green sun for 2 there. What am I doing here? We don't have the Archon in. Maybe that's a mistake. I think we get whatever here. Doorkeeper. Like it smells like they have show and tell Atraxa. Now we lose a show and tell Emrakul though. Oh, it's kind of annoying. Oh my god, they just have it all. School phase. I'm trying to think like in hindsight, like was it correct for us to force the Lotus Petal? Like hindsight's 2020, like because we're just trying to buy time because if they show and tell Atraxa, we probably lose. Can't second guess it now, I guess. Actually, they show and tell anything there, we probably just lose. Outside of omniscience. I think I want this for what it's worth. I would have got that instead of Thrall there. Oh, now the question is like, what do I cut? All right, hierarch. This is like funny because we have that Traxler in hand, but if we go turn one nothing, I feel like it's too slow. This hand. Well, let's see. We go turn two Wild Reliquary, and then what? And then turn three Artisan, and then turn four play. Feels slow to me. But white stops their sneak attack lines. Fiend Artisan is a clock. If they show in the Atraxa, we probably show in the Fiend Artisan. Actually, it might work out. Let's try for science. It might work out. I think here I want to get Water Reliquary online. Like Fiend Artisan is not gonna be good for a while. Sure. Showing the Atraxa is like a stalemate. Sure. I don't love it, but they already forced one stock up. I think Thoughtseize off the top here would be pretty ideal. Take what I can get, I guess. I don't feel good right now about this, but like, ugh, I think we're just dead. Oh my god, I can't believe they're running the sneak attack out naked. Like maybe they just have the soul read that we don't have the. Oh my god. Hmm. Emrakul, we're dead. Like, there's no doubt about that. Actually, hold on. We're if they have a Traxa, that's 2 mana, so we can potentially just no, we can't do everything. Three mana, 4 mana, 2 mana. Yeah. Mm, probably that. And pray they only have Atraxa. They have Emrakul, we're just dead. Okay, they just had it all. Like this is what happens when I keep that kind of hand. Not maybe not my day. We lost two post board games. That doesn't feel good. Well, I guess we were technically not dead. Why did I concede? Oh, man, I just realized I could block this, lose our other permanents. This becomes a two-turn clock. Actually, no, more than that. Three. Oh, it's too late now. There's a world where we win that game because they ran out of ammo and then it's just insane to me that they ran the sneak attack out there naked that loses to the force of vigor. But I think we conceded too early. That's the danger of like keeping that kind of hand though. But there's a world where I think we win that game. Like they gained life from Atraxa, but then the Fiend Artisan's huge. Granted, 3 turns is a long time where any sneeze beats us. I have beaten that before. It's probably not favorite at that point. Where are my socials again, by the way? But yeah, I again we blocked our tracks. Sack six permanents. Yeah, disenchant. Would have been nice. That's for sure. It's. I mean, we tutor for the thrall. Like, but most of these players don't leave the sneak attack just to be blown up. So I don't know what to make of that. Like, I don't think you would catch JPA ever making that play unless he had no choice. So yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Like that they just ran it out like that. I mean, yes and no. That like I have to get lucky and top deck the Thoughtseize, right? Like I don't know. Like I can see it being right. Don't get me wrong. It's just like on certain situations, it's just it to me it doesn't seem like the correct play usually. But I get it. If you feel like you're under the gun, then sure. They have 3 cards left. I'd be curious, like what happened here. Like, did they keep off the draws? Cast sneak attack. I guess we'll never know. Not that I care. three Once Upon a Time hurry me. I don't think I can keep this. This is way better. Overall, though, today I think the thrall like was kind of relevant a few times. Maybe we don't need Archon. Maybe that's what the thrall means. Although to be fair, the Archon would have been a nice game too. Hmm. I think we're supposed to just vomit our hand here. Two hateful guys from sure. So in case the first dies or something. Valid. Bowmasters. What's going on here? If they have it, they have it. I think. I think I go for the blowout here. They already used one force. Hopefully they don't have another one. Oh my god. Double force. There's a world where I'm supposed to just do it before they go for it because they're I don't know if they're like trying to find the answer or whatnot, but it might have been correct for me to preemptively. It might have been preemptively correct because oh my god, it might have been preemptively correct for me to just hit the thing. The problem is that is like then they go for like Murktide or some random thing or Bargorf and then I lose right that way. So I don't know. I'd be curious what people think the correct line there is to do it preemptively or to allow them to cantrip and go for it. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. We're just dead, I think. Well, the problem is like we're not like truly there. We have to play it out because they have all these forces, right? We had natural order. I think we're like right in the game. They used three forces already, so we're like, oh, they're gonna do it again. It's cute. We'll live and learn, right? I haven't played this matchup much since Tune got banned, and I've been usually winning too, but maybe that's one corrective action. The problem with this is like I can't even concede because I can technically I have outs. Ah, sure. But yeah, maybe it's correct to just like nuke their nuke it immediately when they have it in the yard, right? This is gonna be interesting because we have Layla in the void, which I actually don't like it that much against them. To the point where I kind of want to like not bring it in, but we'll see how it maps. Uh, question here is like the problem is like we can't be a. I don't think we bring in Thrall because we can't be an Atraxa really without Grist. Oculus, we do not want to get that reanimated, so probably not. Like if our opponent reanimates us, we probably lose. Ugh. I keep, but it's pretty bad. Maybe I'm supposed to mold this hand. I do have the combo, but otherwise it's pretty awful. I need a safekeeper though. Now that I realize it, this is why I don't like Leyline against them. The games tend to be a little long. Bowmasters, I think if nothing else, I learned a lot from this league because I didn't play the best in my opinion. Bargoyf. The irony here is the Oculus would be pretty good. I think we allow one hit with a Bargoyle, and then we stabilize. So we'll see. This is like an eyesore right now. I think we let that go. All right, we're. I think this game is a virtual lock now. That helps. I think I want to see what they have. That's like kind of relevant. I'm gonna do it now before they get a chance to do anything. So the awkward part about this is, the block like that, and then I'm gonna get an arbor, and then they're gonna have to be priced into like, are they killing the bossing say, or are they gonna stop my nonsense shenanigans? Ooh, that's not what I want to see. Oh my god, they have mana from this too. Okay, Jesus. This card here has been made it very awkward for me in this game. I know. I like just had, everything that could go wrong went wrong tonight. Jesus. And yeah, maybe I should have seen that coming. I don't know. Like I said, the irony here is the Oculus would be really good right now, and then I boarded it out because I didn't want them to reanimate it. But maybe I'm not supposed to play around that. Like this does look very bad, and I kind of said it before too, right? Like Actually, probably that. It beats a lot of boats. Like I think I mean I agree. Like for what it's worth, I didn't really want to board it. I even said it right. I did not really want to board this in. Okay, it's just game. We're not beating this. So we went 1-4 tonight. Just pretty bad. Oops. We draw anything relevant anytime soon. I don't know. Maybe I conceded too early, right? Like I draw the safekeeper here, and then the Once Upon a Time probably draws me into the white. So I don't know. Maybe I conceded too early. Like the white probably beats the Bargoyf. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just like tilting too early, and because I haven't played in a while. But like I concede here because I think it's over, but then it's not, right? No, I don't think you should. Uh, the thing is, like they tend to play like, this wasteland game too, so that's really why I don't really want to know against them. And I'm like scared of Atraxa getting reanimated. That might be true. Not having the Gax might make the Bargoyfs kind of annoying. I have to think about it some more, to be honest. To be fair, like man, I don't know why I like conceded. Maybe I was just tired of it because they like had the EE too, right? Like off the mana of the dork. Maybe I was just tilted, but like I feel like if I stick a Why the Reliquary with Safekeeper here, I probably win this game. And this is the second game tonight. I just conceded early. I don't know. Now, to be fair, there's nothing stopping this from drawing out of it. But the bossing say he's gone, so I don't know how I'm controlling this bar with. I mean, normally that's probably fine, but they keep drawing, and granted, I have a safekeeper, so maybe it doesn't matter. I'm trying to think like how this would have played out. I'm mad at myself for conceding early now because I could have gone safekeeper into ones. Granted, they would have had 3 cards by then because they would have drawn two, actually 4 cards, right? 2 clue tokens plus another draw step, so it's 4 cards. Um, like maybe this gets there. I don't know. It would have had 2 extra draws for what it's worth, and I don't think they're. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's true. Like I wouldn't concede this if I cared because I'm like somewhat tilted right now, and there's a decent chance I play this out and I win. But like mad at myself for conceding kind of early when there's a chance this Wild World Core just like stabilizes this game. Now I don't know how we deal with the Tamio at some point, but I guess we worry about that later. Um, if we play Gag, it looks a lot like the old Sacrificer deck for what it's worth. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So what that looked like before was like no Oculus and we just play two games. The problem is then like Leyline, um, when we cut Oculus, Gak, and Atrax, the sideboard game are quite thin on threats. I would agree with that. Now, maybe the mistake is just cutting the Oculus. If they reanimate this, I feel like we lose. But maybe that's something we just live with. Now, there's Grist too, right? It's possible. We're trying to figure things out, right? Like this list is still relatively new, especially like Oculus alongside Endurance in the main. I don't think I've had a configuration with that before. The old configuration was like the 8 sacrifices with the 3 endurance plus the natural rare package. Like, but I want to be able to beat combo game one, and I think we even did like some of these matches. I don't remember. I'm not gonna look at it, but I will think about this more. I did not feel like this was correct tonight. It would have held one match, but then the thrall, I feel like this only helps if they go for omniscience, which a better opponent should not be going for if you have that out. Um, and I don't like Leyland Boy if Reanimator's a thing. I don't know how popular that's gonna be. I can easily play Macabre, then you lose to like I don't know Oops All Spells, but maybe we just like don't care about Oops All Spells. Or actually, the Leyland Boy is bad against Leyland the Void is bad against a what's it called Gaia's like it doesn't stop Echo of Aeons too, but maybe we just like don't worry about those matchups. I gotta think about it some more. It definitely felt like we should have kept this in for firepower, um, because like I said, if we go for this and they don't answer, they probably just lose. It is. So I can see just playing like fairy or something. Stick a thrall into oof. You're talking about against Storm, right? Yeah, I mean this. No matter what we play, we're probably not gonna be a favorite against Storm. Like if I'm being honest, like the way construction is built right now, they can be they know to expect endurance and they know about force of vigor. So really, there's not much we can play outside of very narrow cards like Mind Break Trap. It's not like graveyard decks where they have to walk into endurance. It's not like Sneak and Show where they kind of have to walk into or be they're like there's no way for them to play not much play around Thoughtseize or like Force of Vigor. Like Storm can beat most of the hate we play. Like that's just the reality of it. Or like Doomsday. There's some things that they can beat endurance with, but then they lose to some of our other cards. So I'll stew it on a little bit more. I didn't feel like I said I needed Archon today. Probably keep Arculus in. Maybe that changes the math. But yeah, that's kind of it for tonight. Let's see who I'm gonna raid. Thank you, Upa, for hanging out and everybody in general. All right, we are gonna do Supreme Vintage Cube Drafts. Randall. All right, I'll stew on this some more. I mean, it's nice to play again after a few days off. Enjoy. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully, I wasn't too negative, Nancy.